own realm, but I am a beekeeper. So my nickname is Queen Bee. You can follow me on Facebook, Cheryl Benvenuto, or Instagram, Magical Journey Cheryl, or Cheryl Magical Journey. I usually post, nature stuff and bee stuff and gold melting and crazy stuff. Anyway, today's show, we have lab-grown diamonds. So lab-grown diamonds have hit the market like a fire. And I mean, it has made the world of uber luxury, the 1% that was the only people available and able to wear some of these larger pieces that the normal person, the normal consumer, myself included, probably couldn't afford. It was something we only dreamed about. And so the lab-grown diamond world has created quite a different marketplace right now in the world. Now, we started out with CZs years ago, which were, cubic zirconia, and they sparkle. They're very pretty. They never made it into a whole lot of expensive jewelry. It was more for manufacturing purposes. And then we had white spinel. We had white zircon. And if you don't know either one of those, you can look it up. White zircon, when they facet it like a regular diamond, it does look like a diamond. And it's one of the oldest stones, even before diamonds. So that's a tidbit of information if you didn't know that. But many, many years ago, through technology, as life changes, and we realize that we can create a whole lot of stuff that saves us from deforestation. We wanted to know, basically diamonds were so expensive to mine, not just they're expensive to buy, but it costs a lot of money to mine them. And the majority of diamonds were coming out of South Africa, and there was conflict there. And if you've ever watched the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, it's a very interesting movie. It's called Blood Diamond, and that was actually what was happening. That was a really good movie because it did portray the fate of, what would happen if the diamond market continued to go in that direction. So what happened was in 1954, GE, believe it or not, General Electric, who is the pioneer of many, many things in the world, started to make lab-grown diamonds. Now, what they were able to perfect were very, very small little pieces that were industrial grade. So diamonds are graded on, they start at an I. I mean, I'm going to write this down during the show. So diamonds start, there's a grading system where it starts at I, which is internally flawless. There's no carbon, there's no dots, there's no specks of anything, no feathers. And when we look at diamonds, to grade them, we look at all those features. That's how we figure out the price of a diamond. It comes to the 4 C's: cut, color. I forget the other two. Oh my God!
Is clarity one of them?
Clarity. Thank you. That's what I was talking about. So clarity of the carbon spots. Many diamonds, when they map them out or they do appraisals on them, that's their blueprint. So if you go into a jewelry store years ago and you had an appraisal on your diamond, you would have it mapped out and see those little spots. When the jeweler gave it to you, you could relook at it and know that it was your diamond you were actually getting back, they weren't switching the stones. So, but as the market kept going and the demand for diamonds kept going up and up, GE wanted to do stuff. Diamonds were, they are industrial grade. We use diamonds for files, for saws, for tile saws. And look who is here. It's Mr. Hunter.
Oh, I was stealing stuff. You weren't supposed to touch me. This is my friend, Miss Cheryl. Y'all better be nice to her. She's awesome. We used to do shows together. Now we don't get to do shows together anymore, so I'm hijacking her show. You got lab-grown diamonds?
Security. Where's the hook?
What lab-grown?
So my friend's over on this phone. This is Hunter. He's one of the hosts here on the live TV. And everybody on this side, live TV. So if you tune in anytime, 24 hours on the other side.
I'm usually there.
And we always say, how can we miss him if he won't go away?
I know. I won't. I'm always here harassing. But she's awesome. We love her. She's got lots of knowledge, and we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us here at live stream.
Thanks, Hunter.
I just came by to say hi.
Yeah, thank you. All right, back to the show. So diamonds are used originally for tiles, the cutting. So a lot of materials need to have a diamond tip in order to be able to cut through stuff. So for that, the quality of diamonds, they start at I, which is internally flawless. The best you can get out there. You can't see it, anything in it, even with a loupe. Those are the most expensive. Lab-grown diamonds, we are able to bring you internally flawless stones because now we have the ability to create the quality that we want. And that does not begin with a C. I almost thought it did a while ago before my coffee. So what we've done is now in 1971, there was another company that stepped in, and they started to create lab-grown diamonds that were actually gem quality. And by the way, GE in 1954, because, years ago everything had big names. The name of their project was Project Super Pressure. So it was very, very secretive what they were doing to create those lab-grown diamonds. All right, so I have some people coming in here. If you have any questions, just text them, email them in. I can answer them for you while I'm on the air. Anyway, so the way the live stream works is I'm going to show you stuff, and then if you've never bought off the live stream before, I'm going to go in an order. This would be shop 1. Let's say this is the number 1 item. And then in that, where it says write a comment, you would type in shop 1 and then hit that arrow. And it's going to bring you up to an order page through Shop LC. And then you can type in, after you type in the quantity, which maybe you want more than 1, you would go down to the promo box and put live 25. And that's automatically going to deduct 25% off whatever you buy. So that is awesome. So the price I give you, the price that I verbally give you at the end is like my final price. That's going to be after the 25%. So you understand that. So it's the lowest price that you'll get. But make sure you put that in the promo code so you can take advantage of that 25%. I heard Danielle talking about a sweepstakes. Is that over on this side? So we have. So we have a sweepstakes going on, as we often do here at Shop LC. Folks, and if this is the only way that you've contacted us, if you go and do the live TV has the best prices only during the live TV event. Now, if you go and shop the web, we have over 10,000 items. And a lot of them have promo codes or special codes that are already included. And today only, is free shipping. Tuesday is free shipping. So if you buy off the web, you're going to get free shipping today. If you buy off the live TV, you get free shipping. And I believe on this side too. Right, DJ, over here? Free shipping Tuesday. So anything you buy, obviously the stuff that I'm showing on this show is going to be really expensive, and you'd want it to be shipped appropriately. But even if it's stuff that you pull off the web that $1, $2, that's going to cost you like $3 or $4 to ship. You get it free today. So it all adds up. You can start that Christmas shopping, holiday shopping today if you want. Okay, Cheryl Benvenuto, a.k.a. Queen Bee, and we're going to get this party started with our first item. And that is going to be, my friends, ooh, this is a pretty one. This is a princess cut, lab-grown diamond. And I have on, so I'm going to tell you one more thing before I start this. So I wore a stack of rings. And these are my rings. So the top ring, this one, the top ring on my finger are natural diamonds, right? I've had that ring since probably the early 90s. I pulled it out as an example because all the other rings below it are all Shop LC rings, and they're all lab-grown diamonds. Now, if you look at the ones that are on the lower part of my finger, they sparkle a heck of a lot more. They are lab-grown diamonds. So what am I telling you? The quality that we bring you in lab-grown diamonds is far superior than, and I'm going to put these side by side, far superior, unless you go out, now I'm showing them to you side by side. Regular, lab-grown. Look at the difference. Because we can control the quality. And I paid a lot for this other ring. It was not cheap. So that's the thing about lab-grown diamonds. People say, oh, it's lab-grown. Why isn't it expensive? because it's technology. Now this, look at that. That is absolutely spectacular. That is just one of the prettiest rings. Oh, also, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if this is something that you are thinking about, maybe getting engaged, maybe you, for the first time, are upgrading an existing engagement ring or wedding band, and you want something with a lot more fire, a lot more sparkle, a lot more affordability, then this is the piece for you. Now, this particular ring, this is going to be shop 1. Okay, shop 1. This is $950 platinum. So platinum now has jumped up $400 in the last 6 months. And how do I know that? Because I follow the metals market. Platinum has jumped up $400. This ring was produced way before platinum was priced up that high. Now, this is going to be EF on the diamond, Orofino Rubelette on the sides, and this is 2.40 carat. It becomes certified. And this certification is an extra I was looking at extra $250 for the certification. Okay, this is unbelievable because you're talking princess cut, 2 carat, EF. That is the best you can get color-wise. D would be, the best, but E is, any normal person in there would never able to see the difference between D and E. Folks, this is an unbelievable steal. Okay, our normal price on this is, we've sold this, value is $6,399. And that's a steal. Think about it. A 2 carat princess cut, almost flawless diamond in platinum for $6,900. If you went out to the blue box store, that would be an incredible price. Really would. You'd be all in. And you could probably put it on payments, which you can do here also, by the way. Our price is not going to be $6,000. No way. This is Shop LC, folks. This is where you come, where you know you are guaranteed the best price ever. You are guaranteed material that says what it is, and it is no problem, 30-day money-back guarantee, and the quality and the price exhibits what you get, the value, because we manufacture everything in-house. We have a couple of the most sought-after master cutters in the world that work for Shop LC. We have a design team that is unprecedented. This ring, and I know I'm keeping it in suspense because this is really, really spectacular. We have sold this for as low as $1,599. Now, it's platinum. It's platinum. You can even buy platinum for that. I'm throwing in a 2 carat princess cut diamond and rubelite. And the rubelites are teardrop shaped. I was looking to see what the cut was. And the rubelite quality is the best. Best flawless diamond, princess cut. New to the market, probably I say about 15 years ago, maybe a little bit more, maybe 20 years ago, they started doing the princess cut. And when it came out, it was the hottest new cut. They could not keep it in stock. And then they had the heart cut. Now we have cuts that are, hundreds of facets. But something like this, $7,000 easily would be a reasonable price for this anywhere. $1,599 was your price. Today, we're going to give you 25% off, and this comes down to $1,319.99. $1,300, you're going to have a 2 carat, almost flawless, princess cut, lab-grown diamond in platinum with rubelite for a fraction of the price. This ring probably would be up to, I'm going to say between $6,000 to $10,000, depending where you buy it, if you didn't buy it here. All right, this was a natural diamond. It would, natural 2 carats princess cut, that would be, you're talking about 20 grand just for the center stone. That's how expensive a almost flawless 2 carat diamond is. 1 carat, we still have a lot of quality of 1 carats coming in, that natural and lab grown. But once you get up to above a 1 carat, the price doubles and doubles and triples. It's rarer to get the bigger stones. And a 2 carat lab grown princess cut, once again, that's a pretty large stone. That's substantial. This ring, I'd wear this ring. And I like sort of large. You know, I came in with 4 stacked rings. This would honestly be absolutely perfect for somebody who is getting married, getting engaged, upgrading. You know, think about it. When was the last time, all those women out there that are watching me, when was the last time you actually bought something for yourself? How's that, Colleen? My almost soon to be sister-in-law is watching. Hello, Colleen. Nice to see you. So look at this princess cut. Look at that, Colleen. It's in platinum, dear. Platinum. Platinum. Okay. What's above platinum? Palladium. And we do have some palladium here at Shop LC. We do not have palladium in a ring. It is one of the metals that they're so scarce in the world. There's not a call for it. And if people don't even know what it is, as rare as it is, the price would be a lot higher. So platinum, because gold has gone up and up and up. Platinum, yes, has creeped up in price. I'm showing you the ring. Platinum has creeped up in price, but it started out much lower. So it's going up, and all the metals are going up. Sterling silver, rhodium, the metals market has gone crazy. So our manufacturing of anything I'm showing you tonight was before. It was before the tariff set in. Now, I just heard today that China 155% tariffs. That's going to hurt our business because a lot of our other side of the market comes from stuff that are manufactured overseas. These are manufactured in-house by Shop LC. We're going to keep the prices continually low for you as long as we can. So it saves you a bunch of money to shop here. Remember, this is going to be Shop 1. That's your princess cut. Shop 1. Press that button and have yourself a beautiful princess cut platinum ring for a fraction of the money you'd spend somewhere else. Okay, we're going to go into, oh, this is so beautiful. So I'm wearing a Herkimer diamond that's cut. So I wanted to show you the variations of different things in the market. So this is a Herkimer diamond from Ace of Diamonds up in Herkimer, New York. He's no longer with us. The mine is closed down. The owner has passed away, and I bought this many years ago. Actually, it's only the first time I've ever worn it, believe it or not. So I pulled it out special for this show to show you the different diamonds. I brought in a natural. The quality wasn't great. I brought in lab grown on my stackable rings. I have on moissanite earrings. And these moissanites I bought, these are a carat each. I wanted a larger stone. I didn't want to spend a ton of money. I didn't want to spend $5,000 to have a pair of diamond earrings. I wanted something I could wear and not worry about. Lab-grown diamonds give you that luxury without the worry. Think about that. Would you want to wear a pendant like this out for a special occasion? I know I would. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is going to be Shop 2 is the number. This is, once again, platinum, right? EF on the diamond, VS. This comes with Tsavorite garnet. So Tsavorite garnet is that little green stone. Garnets come in a variety of colors, folks, not just red. Tsavorite is a rare colored garnet. It's one of the rarer, and Shop LC, we work with a lot of really rare gems, stuff that's harder to get in the market, a little bit more unusual. And what we do, we try to educate our customers and consumers and friends and family, because there's a lot of gemstones out there that are close to the same color, but they are much rarer than what you think. So something like this, you probably would think would be a peridot, but it's not. It's a garnet, and it's a very rare colored garnet. Now that princess cut is going to be, once again, 2 carat. This is going to come with its certification. And so when we're dealing with high end, anything that we've now put in platinum or 18 karat, we usually put the certification, and that's done by an independent company. So Shop LC, that's the only thing that we don't do in-house. And the reason we don't do it in-house is because, that would be like appraising your own car. So you just can't do stuff like that. Legally, it's not a good thing. But 2 carat on that princess cut. Look at this pendant. Now, maybe your daughter's getting married. Maybe you have had a solitaire and you have worn it years. You want to gift it to your daughter, and you want to a little upscale, a little bit bigger. This would be something that's completely affordable. So this is, like I said, it comes with the certification, 2 carat EF VS color. It's platinum in the whole setting. You can see it's in a cage, so we call this a cage setting. And you can see they've done filigree work. And what our company does is we actually, stay over on the back side, Mr. Platinum. You can see the back side of this. It is finished 100%. It's not an open hollow back. Now, Shop LC does that with all their merchandise. They're the first company I've ever seen to do that. Most companies leave that blank. They have an open space because the light has to go through. But when you leave it open, it also saves the company a lot of money, right? It's finished. Who's going to turn it over and flip it over? Well, Shop LC completely finishes, and that's a whole different and you can see here's the beautiful diamond. So this is a princess cut, and you can see the facets in this, almost like a star-like pattern. So if you've never been aware of this cut, this is the rubellite. Ours, the one I'm showing you, has it's a savarite. So the one that you're going to get is green. The picture up there is red. So don't be confused with that. We're just giving you Christmas colors. That's why. We wanted you to have red and green, feel all holiday. All right. So DJ, price on this one same price. So this, after the 25%, it would be $15.99, and we're going to take 25% off, brings it down to $1,319. $1,319. Now, remember, you have a 30-day money-back guaranteed. We also can put it on budget pay for you. What budget pay is, Shop LC has set up a program that's interest-free, no credit, bad credit. We don't really care. We're going to give you credit. We're going to take a risk on you. We're going to be your bank. And what you do is you call our personal shopper at 877. Let me grab this right here. So here we go. Look at this. Here we go. Dun, dun, ah. Oh, what is this the right number for the personal shopper?
There, it's right behind you.
Oh, it is the right number. So I'll hold this up occasionally so DJ doesn't have to keep switching the graphics. But that's the personal shopper number. They are your friend. Actually, we pay them to be your friend. But they're awfully nice. I know the people in customer service. You call them and you say, hey, I really want that pendant. It was number shop 2 on the live stream. And it's a princess cut 2 carat. And it costs $1,319, and I want to split it up. I want to pay a certain amount, and I want to split it up for 4 months. They will do that for you. You give them the first initial payment, and then what happens is they send that to you. You'll be wearing this between 7 to 10 days, and then it automatically charges your credit card for the next 4 months. And then once again, you're going to be in luxury. You're going to own a 2 carat lab-grown princess cut diamond pendant. So take advantage of that because there's not a lot of companies. I can't think of any other company, actually, that does that. I've never walked into a department store and said, hey, I like that pendant. How about if I give you a couple $100? My ID, my credit card number, will you run a payment every month for me? Because I really want to wear that for the next 4 months. You know what they'd say? Security! You know why? Nobody does that. We do it here. And our personal shopper will be your best friend, and they can answer any questions behind the scenes that you have on anything that we're selling. So this is going to be your princess cut, 2 carat, folks, 2 carat. And you know what? I'm going to take it off, flip this around, and put it up to my neckline so you can actually see the size of this, because this is not a teeny stone. Normally, I don't like a solitaire. You saw the Herkimer diamond I was just wearing. I like stuff that's a little bit bigger. I'm a big girl. A little teeny solitaire is going to get lost on my neck. That's probably why I've never owned one. But a 2 carat, that's not going to get lost on anybody's neck. That is substantial. And this, like I said, this cut has been around for quite a few years. It is in, it hit the market, and then people that were getting engaged and married, they just could not get those stones cut fast enough. So if you're interested, this can be yours. Remember, 30-day money-back guaranteed, so you have no worries if you decide you don't want it. Okay, we're going to move on to, ooh, this is so pretty. Okay, I have 2. Oh, there's the rose gold. Oh, no, I don't own this. I own a lot of stuff. But I do not own a diamond tennis bracelet. And I did many years ago. I finally bought one when I was working for a company in Boston. It was in Filene's, and Filene's is now gone, so I can say that. It was for the jewelry department in Filene's. Bought myself a beautiful tennis bracelet and slipped and fell one night in the snow, not realizing that it had broken off my wrist, and I lost it forever. And I have never owned one since. But today might be the day for me too, because this is an absolute stunner. Now, what I love about this bracelet that is entirely different from any other diamond tennis bracelet that I have seen is that this bracelet is all baguettes. Now, if I'm not talking about bread, we're not. This is not the French bakery. This is Shop LC selling you. I gotta hold this up on the black. Look at that. Okay. So a baguette, which is an oblong stone, it's a diamond that they cut into an oblong shape. It has to be cleaner than an emerald cut, cleaner than any faceted cut. Because what happens is the table, the biggest part of the stone that you're looking down on, that table, when they do facets, they can hide little pieces of carbon under those facets. When they cut a baguette, the table is so large, there's no room for hiding anything. So usually when they cut baguettes like this, they have to be the cleanest stones ever. Now these are lab-grown diamonds, so we are manufacturing these to be clean, but still, sometimes they have carbon in them. Not every lab-grown diamond is the same. It took, like I said, many, many years to even perfect the process. So lab-grown diamonds come out. Some of them are not they're not or they're not VVS. They could be and they're used for industrial grade. So it is a process that we're getting better and better and better at. But baguettes are the hardest ones to grow because you're wasting material. You have to make sure it's perfectly clean. With a facet, you can hide a bunch of stuff. Okay. So I'm going to hold it up because I love it on the black so you can really see the sparkle. So we have a lot of harsh lights in here too, folks. So, without the harsh lights, if this was like date night, this is spectacular. Sparkle on this is unbelievable. It is absolutely stunning. Now, this is going to be 4 1/4 carat. 4 1/4 carat. That's a large diamond tennis bracelet. When I was working for Service Merchandise, which is no longer in business either. I hope Shop LC stays in business. Bad joke. But when I was working for Service Merchandise, we had what we call a $1 million diamond event. And they would bring in tennis bracelets mostly. And a 5 carat tennis bracelet was mega priced at that time. It was ridiculous. That was the highest item I'd ever seen selling at Service Merchandise. So this is a 4 1/4 carat. Now, that diamond tennis bracelet that I sold in 1989, I'm going to say honestly, it had to be, I'm thinking between $8,000 to $10,000 for that one bracelet. Now that was over 40 years ago. And yes, I have been in the jewelry business that long. I started working in factories in Rhode Island, custom jewelry capital of the nation, where Joan Rivers, Avon, Trifari, Monet, all that stuff was manufactured. That's all now gone to the wayside. A lot of those companies no longer exist or have moved overseas. But in the late 1989, a 5 carat diamond tennis bracelet was between up to $10,000, and it wasn't flawless material. This beautiful baby, I can't believe the price on this. Let's talk about quantity. I have 13 in the world. 13. So if you're watching, hello, 13 in the world, folks. 4 1/4 carat, and this is done in sterling silver over rhodium. This is never going to tarnish. It looks like platinum. This is platinum's best friend. Okay, after the 25%, this is going to be shop 3. The appraised value on this is $14,299. $14,299. Your price is not even close to that. That's the appraisal price. That's what happens when you lose this like I did, but I never had mine insured. So your price, the appraisal price on this, the estimated retail value, 14,000 buckaroonies. That's a lot of scratch. Now, after the 25% off here at Shop LC, $1,124. Did you hear me right? $1,124. Yes, that is your price for a 4-carat diamond tennis bracelet. That's what we do here. So we have changed the metals out to make this more affordable. All lab-grown diamonds. This is going to appraise off the roof. Now, what's also happened is because lab-grown diamonds hit the market, and it is a diamond. Like I said, they take a piece of carbon, they put it in a system with heat and pressure, and these diamonds grow over a period of time. We have done a technique now where we're able to layer the carbon atoms so we can stack them up, right? Like a turkey club. Stack those carbon atoms up to make a certain size stone with the best quality. So we have sort of, like I said, we have mastered the process. But it's still a slow process. It doesn't happen overnight. We don't grow a diamond overnight. It could be 6 months depending on the size. And something could happen with the growing process, just like in nature, where there's a crack, a fracture. So it's an intense process. It is scientific. It's way beyond my capability. I just know they put a seed in a plate, and then heat and pressure, and it grows and grows and grows. I have never seen it in person. I've watched videos. It's a process that, like I said, is new to the world. And a lot of times, even though I'm in the industry, I can't go just into a lab and say, hey, I just want to check it out here. Security. That's what's going to happen. All right, so that's going to be shop 3 on the tennis bracelet. Do you have any questions? Please feel free to write in. Use that live code 25 in the promo box to make sure you get take advantage of that, because that's going to save you. This is a substantial purchase. You can also put this on budget pay. So if you want to call our personal shopper, dun, 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 888-835-2237. That personal shopper is going to work miracles for you and put that on budget pay and make it work so you can have a over 4 carat diamond tennis bracelet. Okay, we are going to move on to a loose stone. I'm going to take a sip of water. Excuse me for 1 second, folks. Okay, so I've shown you a ring. I've shown you a pendant. I've shown you a bracelet. Now I'm going to show you a loose stone. A lot of people want to design their own wedding bands. A lot of people don't know here at Shop LC, when you buy a loose stone from us, a diamond, lab-grown diamond, real diamond, either one of those, because you're probably not going to have another ring designed with a less expensive. But we have a design team here, so you can contact Shop LC, and they will call the personal shopper. And what they'll do is they will not charge you for the actual design. Now, if you go to a jewelry store and you sit down with a certified jeweler, it would be somebody like me, and you sat down and you're like, well, I think I want this and I sort of want that. They're going to sketch it out. Or they're going to go on their computer, and now, computers they use for everything now. So they're going to go on the computer and do their magic to sort of sketch it out, figure out what you want, and then you're going to okay that process. Now, if you go into a normal jewelry store, just for that process to be done is at least a few $100s. They do not, it's going to take time. It's going to take time from a master jeweler to sit down and design this piece for you. And they want to make sure you're in, because now you're sucking up their time, which is money. After that process, then he'll go make a wax mold and do all the magic behind, and you can read all about that. Very interesting process. But here at Shop LC, when you buy the loose stone from us, we give you the capability to call our design team, and they will actually set that up, and they charge you for the work and the material that they use. So we're going to charge you for when it sits down, they have to make a mold. You're going to start paying for that process. But it's not that expensive. and it's something, and if you want your own personal ring that you really want to sit down and have something made that's only you are in the world wearing, that would be an option for you. And a lot of people like that. You know, I had an antique car. There was 500. I felt super special. I like having something that a lot of people don't have, or barely, or no one else has. So if they custom design a piece for you, it's going to be solely yours and only yours. Okay, so this loose stone is going to be heart shaped. And that is interesting. And I'm going to leave it in the case because if I drop it in the studio here, we will never find it. There are so many wires, cords, monitors everywhere. I would hate to, actually, let me wipe off the case though. I'm going to show you through the case because it is pretty. All right. So this is, and I'm going to put it up close to both cameras. So everybody hold tight. So this is a heart shaped, and I'm going to move it over to this side. All right, that is a heart-shaped lab-grown diamond. Now, this is what we call a fancy cut. Anytime you get into anything that's other than a radiant cut, that becomes a fancy cut. And fancy cuts require better master cutters, more material, which is key because when you're talking about, this is going to come certified and appraised because it's, this is how we do it here at Shop LC. We want to make sure you know what you're getting. So I'm holding up the certification and appraisal. Now you can see on this drawing right here, the top of the heart where that dips down. That's diamond material that we're losing. That's why fancy cuts have always been substantially more expensive because anytime you're creating a marquee, you have those 2 points on the side. Now, if that was just an oval, you'd have all that extra material where those points would be. Heart shape, same thing. Heart shapes came out, I'm going to say right around the time princess cuts came out. I got a fact check because it's been a while and they've been prevalent in the market for quite a while. But heart shape has a whole different meaning. If you want a heart-shaped stone and it's a lab-grown diamond, this is where you want to be right now. Now, this stone is going to be a full carat. Actually, it's a carat 0.2. So it's just a little bit above a carat. It's going to be EF, which is your first color is D, and it's going to be VS, so which is very slightly included, which when you look on here, and this one, when they say very slightly included, right here, if you can see, it almost looks like somebody took a pen and just made a little line. And then there's a dot right here on this side too. So what that means when we were growing this diamond, and like I said, not all lab-grown diamonds are the same. We have a lot of breakage, a lot of fracture, because when you're putting all that heat and pressure constant, things happen. In nature, diamonds, some diamonds grow teeny tiny because the conditions under the earth have changed. They no longer have heat and pressure. Maybe a volcano happened and pushed the rubble up, and now it's laying under the earth like a foot under the earth where it's cold. So it will no longer grow at all. It has to have specific temperatures and heat to continue to grow. It's like a plant. Plant needs water. Once you stop watering your plant, what happens? It dies, right? So that's what happens with lab-grown diamonds. If they come out of that chamber and the heat has fluctuated or the temperature or something happened that just shifted a minute millimeter, that could create that little teeny line on this stone. Now, I can tell you as a GIA certified gemologist that me looking at this stone with a loupe and trying to find that would be virtually impossible. I would have to be really, really looking at diamonds all day long grading because that teeny mark is like a feather, which if it's under the right facet, it would be so, so difficult to see. And that's the blueprint on this diamond. And I said, lab-grown diamonds, we can control the heat and temperature, but that is a blueprint. And normal diamonds also have blueprints. And I'm sure people out there that have had diamonds appraised, it's the same thing. It'll come back with this type of paperwork that shows you the facets, how many facets, how much the weight is. This is called the table. That's the top. That's where light goes in. and then it bounces around on all these facets, and then it comes back out at you. So the cleaner the stone, the more light, the more sparkle, the more, you'll see colors, you'll see flashes of color. Those are internally flawless and really good diamonds. Once you get diamonds that have carbon in them or ice, they look white, they don't look clear and beautiful colored. The light doesn't have the ability to go in and bounce around. The light goes in, it dies in there. It's where light goes to die. That's sort of a sad statement. But on your industrial grade diamonds, that's what happens. That's why they're industrial. Welcome to the world of fingernail files. So if you're not a star player like my friend here, you're going to end up on a nail file. So this particular heart shape is going to come with, once again, the certification. Now the price on this, I think, is almost unbelievable. And it is so unbelievable that my quantity of 34 should sell out very quickly. Now, I don't know how many sell because you know what? I'm not typing in. It doesn't show me here how many sell. So this should be a sellout on these because I have 34. That means that after this material is gone and these diamonds are gone, the next lot we get in. Now, our manufacturing on the lab grown is in the China, Hong Kong region. I have no idea. Today we just heard 155% on tariffs coming out of China. That could impact us tremendously. But today, because this is here in the house, this isn't on a boat coming from China or anywhere else in the world. It's right here, ready to be shipped and sold to you. And your price after the 25%. Okay, hold on, everybody. There you go, Colleen. Look at that heart-shaped diamond. Look at that. That is spectacular. Your cost, $517. Yeah, you heard me right. $517 for a 1 carat lab-grown heart-shaped diamond. $517. That is crazy inexpensive. Just think about a 1 carat diamond that has this particular clarity. It's going to be, I'm going to say realistically, $7,000. And, I mean, I'm out there in the market. Lab-grown diamonds have stepped in and changed the way people buy stones now. Years ago, if I was at a show and I was selling you this diamond, I said, hey, this is a really good deal and it's $5,000. And you know what? You might want to buy 2 and make a pair of earrings because it's really spectacular. That's $10,000. And that would be a good price, by the way. That would be a really good price. Today, lab-grown diamonds, they're diamonds. Exact same. They are carbon-based. It is a diamond. It tests like a diamond. It's a diamond. What if you buy 2 of these? Now you're buying a set for $1,034. I'm going to do the math there in my head. Took a second there. $1,034 compared to $10,000. So think about that. If you have ever wanted a diamond and it's been unattainable, maybe you had kids and kids are in college, or you've just it's just money doesn't happen. Money's very tight in a lot of places. A lot of people are having a hard time just putting food on the table right now. But if you can spend $500 and get a 1 carat diamond, and it's something that you've always wanted, and guess what? We're going to allow you to put it on budget pay. So you don't even have to come up with $500. You have to come up with a quarter of that, which would be probably $125. And that will be yours, a 1 carat heart-shaped, lab-grown, almost flawless diamond. It's going to come with your appraisal. So when you go out and bring it to a jewelry store, or maybe you want us to make a setting for you. You have a bunch of different options. But this appraisal is something that you're going to want to put in someplace safe with all your other paperwork that your deed to your house, your will, all the other important things in your life. Going to a place that you put these, and if there's ever a tragedy or you need to resell it, maybe 10 years down the road, you're like, you know what? I've never done anything with that diamond and I need some ching-ching. Then you have the certified appraisal right here. This is mapped out. This is a reputable company. You have that. This is all done. So you put this in your safe, and then you know what? You just wait for it to make you money. Everything in life increases in value, no matter what it is. So I can't tell you what's going to happen in the diamond market and say, oh, this is going to double, triple in price. Who knew last year that gold was going to go up to $4,000? And I waited. when gold was at 32, I said, I should probably buy a little. And then I said, oh, it's too high. It's gone up. It's too high. I'm not going to do it. And then it went up and up and up and up. And, in July, I was like, holy moly. I really wish I had bought it. Well, you snooze, you lose. Maybe this is the event. Maybe today, it's Tuesday. You know what Tuesday? It's Treat Yourself Tuesday. I just made that up. But you know what? I can coin that. So Cheryl's going to say, treat yourself every Tuesday to something. Whether it's a Bubba treat, maybe it's a mochaccino, maybe it's a glass of wine, or sitting outside by yourself for 5 minutes. Treat yourself. Maybe it's buying a lab-grown diamond today. That's a treat, and it's not expensive. Think about how much you spend on dinner for two out at a restaurant. Easily $100. And that's, that's the market right now. So when you buy tangible goods, and this is tangible, that's anything that you can hold on to, possibly resell. Anything I'm showing you that's in platinum, that's an investment right there. And I've been selling platinum bars and gold bars on the other side of the TV set. And it does come with the appraisal, who's ever coming in anonymous. Taco. Well, they have the best tacos here in Austin, Texas I have ever had. So my old St. Augustine taco shop. Sorry, guys. Austin's got the tacos wrapped up out here. So, yes, this does come with the appraisal. Most everything on the show today is going to come with a certified appraisal. So take advantage of that. It's a great deal. And remember, you have 30-day money-back guaranteed. So if you get it and it's not your jam, you go, well, maybe you're getting engaged and you go, hey, honey, I bought the stone for your ring. And she looks at it and she's like, I didn't want to tell you. I want a marquee shaped, because women, we're very picky. Very, very picky, especially if we're going to be wearing it the rest of our lives. But you know what? Maybe this is a stone that she's always wanted. And then you go, honey, I bought a stone for your engagement ring. And she's like, oh no. Oh, I hope. And then you go, I got your heart shape. Oh, I've been wanting those forever. And that excitement, And then you're involved. The two of you involved in something that's so special. So that's going to be $517. Okay, get a sip of your water. Okay, we're going to move on, folks. That was shop 4. Shop 5. Now, this is up my alley. This is fancy. And I do love fancy, let me tell you. Oh, yes. Oh, this is right up my alley. So, it's interesting because I designed a piece of jewelry that is branches like this, and I call it the cherry blossom necklace. And this almost mirrors that. It's a little bit different, but very, very close. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, this is going to be in rose gold. This is 18 karat rose gold vermeil. And if you don't know what vermeil is, it's a plating or a coating, which they actually go into a molecular level, and it's a bond. So this goes over sterling silver. And rhodium, especially in the rose gold, is much, much more difficult. It's a harder process to make that pink color. Now, these are pink lab-grown diamonds. Pink lab-grown. This is on an 18-inch chain. But what we do here at Shop LC, we give you a 2-inch extender, right? So that makes this 18-inch necklace down to a 20-inch. So it comes with a beautiful lobster claw, and you can just put it right on that longer piece. And now I've extended that because it's wintertime here. We're close to it. It's holiday season. And with holiday season, a lot of collared shirts come out, a lot of turtlenecks, a lot of stuff that you can't wear an 18-inch chain because you won't see it, it'll be covered up. So with the 2-inch extender, it does give you the ability to wear it with almost anything, which I love that. It's another thing Shop LC does between the finishing of the backs on every single piece, putting the extenders on almost all of their pendants. That just shows you that, when I design jewelry myself, I have designed pieces with Shop LC. It's been sold here. I try to think of my wearability. How would this work for me? What makes this function the best? what would make this necklace shine over a necklace in my drawer? Well, obviously versatility is number one. So if I can use versatility and go from an 18 to a 20 inch instead of having to buy two different pendants, I'm all for it. So when you buy stuff from us, look, because most of it has even our inexpensive stuff on under $10 Friday, a lot of it has extenders on it. So it's a really, really good feature that we have taken care of you. And so now I'm going to put this up closer to the camera just to show you. These are pink lab-grown diamonds. Now, if pink is your color, we just came out of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Maybe you're a survivor. I know my friend Janice did not make that battle. She lost. But if you're a survivor, then maybe pink is your color that you sport. I know that Deanna, who I work with at nighttime, I'll be working with her actually tomorrow night. Her sister is a breast cancer survivor and wears pink all the time. So be that warrior if you want. And this is a beautiful feminine color. Pink is a great color. I lived in Florida 25 years, and most of my clothes were pastels, turquoisey pinks and stuff like that, fuchsias. So all my Florida girls out there, if you want this beautiful pendant, remember it's lab-grown pink diamonds. This is going to be 1 carat total weight in diamond. It's, like I said, the extender is from 18 to 20. The diamonds are VS, and they're calling this the Vine necklace. And this reminds me of the cherry blossoms in Washington, D.C. or Japan, depending on where you live, in the spring. And they're so beautiful. People travel all over the world to see those. So this has the extender, so I'm going to pull it up. So this is a beautiful piece. Like I said, lab-grown diamonds. Pink, beautiful color. Done on that 18 karat Vermeil, rose gold, which 18 karat rose gold, once again, a luxury item. Now let's look at the back side of this, because like I said, Shop LC finishes the back. So every single one of these stones, you can see, they've drilled a little hole on the metal itself, and that so light is able to go through these pink diamonds and give you that beautiful sparkle. Now, like I said, I'm in very harsh lighting here. The diamonds usually look better and we call it date night light, which is when you bring the lights down to just almost candlelight and everything sparkles. Just think about the twinkly lights on your Christmas tree or the flicker of a candle on your Hanukkah table. So these are going to do the same thing in different lighting. It's a beautiful piece for, to own. It's special. Maybe you're getting a wedding. Maybe this is the pendant that you want to wear with your wedding dress. Now, this is lab-grown diamonds, like I said, full carat of pink. Pink is a rare color. Anytime that you go into a fancy color diamond, which would be any color, pink, blue, champagne yellow, and I don't mean off a little bit yellow. It has to be yellow to be called a canary or a champagne. Champagne would be that almost that browny tinge. And so, champagne diamonds came from the Argyle mine in Australia, and that's been gone. So getting champagne diamonds, only way to get them, unless it's a stockpile from that particular mine, is to lab grow them. So this is pink, and the price on this is pretty as it is. Pretty in pink. That's what you can be. Okay, low price after the 25% is going to bring this down to $659. $659. That is a really good deal for this pendant. It does not detach. This piece does not detach from the chain. So this is something that you could layer. I have on, so I could layer this with this pendant I have on and make it a little bit longer. I could put it up here and do a little bit shorter. I do like to layer jewelry, very much so. I like to wear a lot of jewelry, very much so. I came in to do the live stream tonight, and on the way here, I noticed, because I changed to put gold on, I did not put on my cuff, which is my signature piece. So I wear that all the time. Maybe this could be your signature piece. Maybe it's a piece that you are so drawn to that you want to wear this all the time, because this is daytime or nighttime wear. It is not over the top blingy. By the way, it can be, you can be blingy all the time. I was watching football on Sunday, and the guys were wearing full-on diamond necklaces. And I don't mean a drop. I'm talking full-on. Now, if they're on the football field and they're wearing that, my thought would be it's probably moissanite or lab-grown diamonds. I can't imagine them wearing a necklace like that that could be $40, $50, $60,000. Maybe they are, but you, my friends out there, can have that same look for a fraction of the price. So take advantage of the lab-grown diamonds. They're a good deal. If you've never tried them, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You don't have anything to lose because I know a jewelry store is not going to walk in and say, I want these, but I need about 30 days to think about it. I need some time. They're going to go, no, there's no, why? Because they think you're going to wear them to a holiday party and return them. So there's no money-back guarantee. Here, all the time, money-back guarantee. We want to make sure that you are happy. And that is our thing. We want to spread the joy. Not only that, but with every purchase, whether it's on the live stream or the TV or behind the scene on the web, we do feed a child. That is our president's statement to make sure that no child goes hungry. We have fed 55 million children, and I had the pleasure of attending a fundraiser last week that was the head of that whole program. There was a few of us that attended, and there's about 5 contributors in the world that really make this program work, because when they said they feed 100,000 children every day. Every day. That's incredible. Think about that, 100,000 people. And right now, I know that a lot of my friends out there and family and a lot of people are struggling with money for food. And so when we feed a child every single day, and now they're starting to do a morning program, so they have breakfast also. But that program, here it is right here. 56. See, 100,000 adds up quickly. But this is a program that one of our hosts, Lola, was able to go over to India a couple months ago, and she actually visited some of the schools. And these children, unfortunately, they have to make a choice. The families have to make a choice to either send that child to work where they wouldn't get fed, or send them to school where they're going to get fed and they get a free education, free food, free education, so that they can climb out of poverty and hopefully support their family because they can get a decent job. So very, very important that we contribute that, and you do too, and it doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of our pocket on the back end. And so anyway, you feed a child no matter whether it's $1 or 10,000. So be proud of that because you are contributing to that. All right. We're going to move on to, now, lab-grown diamonds, like I said, we can manipulate. I just showed you pink. We can manipulate the color. We can manipulate champagne, pink, blue, and these earrings are going to be blue diamonds. Now, the thing about these earrings that Shop LC, like I said, man, they just do stuff right here. They really, really do. So your standard hoop would have stones in the front, right? You think, who's going to see the back side, right? Who's going to look at the back side? Well, your standard hoop is going to put those beautiful stones in the front. Shop LC has put them in the front, and then look at this. They're on the inside of the back. So can you see that? Those blue diamonds are in the front of the hoop. And I'm going to take one of these off and put it on for you because why not? Who doesn't want to try on? It's like going into a jewelry store and you look in the case and they say, oh, would you like to try something on? You're like, oh, no, I don't want you to bother. But inside you're like, yeah, I really want to try it all on. Well, here I get to do that. So why would I not want to try it on? So look at this diamond hoop in my ear. So the back side of this is all inlaid with stones on the inside of the back. So when you're looking at someone, because normally hoops move. They move a little bit. And you only see the stones. Well, now when I move, you see that flash from all angles. That is something that Shop LC has started and done very, very well. Like I said, most people don't finish the backs of pieces, nor do they put diamonds on the inside back channel of these hoops. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And you can see them on me. If you can't, here's a... Now put one. Let's put one on. Well, I can't do it now. But these are side by side. One is in my ear. One is up on my ear. But look at how pretty they are. I mean, really, blue diamonds. Who does that? We do it here. You know, if you're getting married, something blue, these could be for you. Okay, what's the price on these? These are going to blow your mind because that can't be right. Okay, I won't need to talk to DJ. I just want to, folks, just give me 1 second. I will be right back.
Oh, but we're on the.
I'm on the earrings.
Oh, did you skip the bracelet?
Oh, I did. I went to
All right,
the
we'll go to the
earrings.
earrings.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll check that.
All right, sorry about that.
All good.
Okay. So, a little behind the scenes price gambling. Okay, what happened is DJ pulled up one price for something that I want earring, and I'm looking at the earrings. So I went to negotiate a price for you because I want these affordable for everyone. These are absolutely stunning. Now, these are going to be shop 7, right? I skipped over 6.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, just so you know if you're following numbers, these are shop 7. Shop 7 lab-grown blue diamonds. Okay, the price on these, boom, you better hold on because this is a good one. These are 2 carats. You're getting a full carat in each ear. And I don't mean carats that you can eat. I'm talking about a full carat of blue diamond. Shop 7, your price today, $412. Are you kidding me? For blue diamonds. Now, I love the way that these are made because some hoops, they used to have that little circular thing and you had to find the hole and try to get it in. This, okay, first of all, the post has a little notch here. You can see that little notch. Maybe you can't. Okay. So there's a little notch in that post. And what this does is this slides in, right? And then it locks. You hear that little snap. So this gives you the ability never to lose these. That little snap is extra. Now, if I'm trying to hold it on the bottom so you can see the diamonds as I move this side to side are in the back side of that hoop. You can see it. I'm going to move it side to side in the back side of that hoop. Blue diamonds. Unbelievable. Fancy colored stones like this in the real world out there. If you went to a blue box store, because we're talking blue, we might as well stay with the same color trend, and you said, yeah, I'd like a pair of blue diamond earring hoops, 1 carat each. Welcome to the world of $15,000 or more, easily. Okay, we have manipulated this color in the diamonds to give you the most fabulous blue color ever. I mean, honestly, folks, these are stunning. Absolutely stunning. And a lot of times, you know, I don't say that about a lot of stuff. And you can see these are full cut diamonds. These are not little specks. These are actually full faceted with prong setting. There's your back side. This is your front side. There's that little notch right there that holds them together. Now, honestly, for $400, budget pay. Put these on budget pay. These would be the most spectacular holiday gift ever. I don't think anybody, and I, you know, like I said, I have a lot of jewelry. I have a ton of jewelry. But I don't have something like this. It's almost like a purse or a pair of great shoes or a plant. Well, I don't have that one. Why can't I get that one? Something like this, if you're a hoop wearer, these are going to add to that collection. They are really, really stunning. And the quality of the stones is what we're talking about. Because we could have just put in Austrian crystal. We could have put in glass. These are blue diamonds. And $412 is a steal deal. 2 carat, 1 carat total weight on each ear. Also, men are sporting hoop earrings. So all you guys out there that are wearing diamond earrings, why not blue diamonds? Why not change it up a little bit? Because I've just made it affordable for everybody. Now, I only have 25 of these. 25 pairs in the entire world. If you want to own one, that's less than 1 per state. That's less half America. 1 person in half of America is going to own these earrings. Maybe you're a person who's getting married and you need something blue for your wedding. Maybe you're the mother of the bride and you're like, you know what? My daughter would love those. Get them now. Put them on budget pay, whether her wedding is now or in the spring. These will not be the same price in the spring, folks. These will be substantially higher because everything is going up in value. Every cost, the manufacturing, the metals, the tariffs, it all adds up. And you know, we have to keep the lights on here. So we do have to increase our prices occasionally, unfortunately for everybody, but not today. Today, and what we're going to show you, these prices are in-house. This material is in-house, which means that you're not paying tariffs. You're not paying extra money. You're just paying the lowest price possible with the best quality. That's the thing that we stand behind. Shop LC really does give you the best quality in the world. Now, these are... Okay, it says Starry Night Hoop. I think they're calling it Starry Night because of the sparkle and because of a blue sky. So whoever named that, they were thinking of Van Gogh, Starry, Starry Night, that painting. And these sort of remind you of it. So $412, shop 7. I'm going to move on. That, to me, was an unbelievable, beautiful pair of earrings. If you want those, please grab them. Don't have that FOMO because, like I said, those will sell and won't be brought back in at the same price. So I'm sorry to do this to DJ. DJ, I'll go back to shop 6 now.
Okay.
So I skipped over. We have, for the person that didn't want that beautiful baguette diamond bracelet, maybe you have bought a lot of rose gold, a lot of morganite, a lot of pink diamonds, and you don't have a bracelet that matches. So we have now brought you a pink diamond bracelet. Yes, I did it all for you today. And I have earrings too. So don't anybody worry. I'm gonna bling up every part of your body. So if you want bracelets, rings, earrings, or a pendant, you stay right here with Cheryl, and I'm gonna show you some great stuff. So these are individually perfectly matched pink diamonds, fully faceted. It gives you that double safety. We always love that double closure. One side, the other side pops open, right? There's two sides, like it's flying away. You see the little wings? That's what you want on every bracelet that's expensive. You want those wings. And then this actually has the diamonds right on the clasp. That's something, once again, that is an extra step that Shop LC does to keep these pieces beautiful. Because you know what? You'd have all beautiful diamonds, and then you have a big spot where it's just metal. And then you're going to see that. You're going to be like, well, did the diamonds fall out? Not at Shop LC. They designed the diamonds onto the clasp. Now you press down on that, and boom, boom, and it opens up. I want to put it on my wrist so you can see this. Oh, okay. So I didn't even notice this till I put it on my wrist, folks. So this is even more special. This is the yin yang of diamond bracelets. This is two-tone. Look at the picture. Do you see that? That is half white. That's going to go with rhodium, platinum, sterling silver, white metal, stainless steel. Then you have your pink side. That's going to go with morganite, any of your pink spinels, rose-colored gold. This is versatility right here. I love when companies actually, like we put the extenders. This is something that now makes us more versatile because you might have been saying, well, if they only had it in white, I could afford it. Now I'm going to give it to you in 2 colors. 2 colors, a true Gemini bracelet. This would please anybody. This particular bracelet, shop 6 is going to be the number, and your final price after the 25% off is going to be $1,619. Now the carat weight on this is 3.15, just over 3 carats. But if you look at, let's get this one off and hold this up. If you look, and I'm going to move this around just a little bit in a slow motion, right? Can you see that sparkle? I'll move it over here, a little bit of slow motion, but you can see from the side the exact where the color changes to rose gold. What a great design idea. $1,619.99 for over 3 carat in diamond. Now, I'm going to put on the one I aired earlier. And this was your 4 1/4 carat. And I'm going to show you the difference in size because this is radiant cut. These are round. This is the baguette one. So look at the difference. All right? I really want to make sure that people see that. Because the baguette one is the one I am jazzed up about. And there was only 13 of those. That is this one. There's only 13. And that was roughly around the same price. So make sure that if you want, maybe you want both of these. Why not? Isn't it Treat Yourself Tuesday? I believe it is. Treat Yourself Tuesday. Cheryl gave you permission. I'm going to give you permission every Tuesday to tune in with me and treat yourself. Because you know what? We all work hard. And whether you work hard or not, maybe you don't work hard. I think we only go around this rodeo once in life. Enjoy it. If you have the ability to treat yourself, you know what? We're going to give you the ability. These are lab-grown diamonds. Any of these bracelets out there in the marketplace would be thousands and thousands of dollars. We've given you free shipping. We're feeding a child, and we're willing to put it on budget pay for you. So you can wear either one of these for a fraction of the price you'd pay anywhere else. Folks, these are absolutely stunning pieces. I particularly love this baguette one. I really do. That is just... that might have to come home with Cheryl, and I don't mean today, DJ. But at some point, if there's any left behind the scenes, I love that bracelet. I don't have everything. Like I said, I did have a diamond tennis bracelet once in my life. I lost it. I was sad about it. I actually went and walked that path that I had fallen and really tried to find it for hours and hours. It had gone in the snow, and, it was gone forever. And probably in the spring somebody found it, but... anyway, but this can be my replacement. This could be your replacement. This could be a wedding gift, maybe a holiday gift, maybe a replacement. Maybe it's a first purchase for your loved person that you love. Maybe it's for your guy that's all of a sudden decided he wants a diamond tennis bracelet. Folks, this is the time to buy. The holidays are among us. We are rolling into already the first week of November, and it's going to be like that. It happens quickly. Don't be unprepared and then run out and buy something that's junky, it's inferior, and it's because you're in the panic. Oh, I don't know what to get. Be prepared now. Shop with us. 30-day money-back guarantee on anything that we sell. So, and look at the live TV side, because we have great deals over there too. The live stream, we do 5 shows, Monday through Thursday on this channel. And when you watch here, you get 25% off. That is substantial. Right there gives you the chance to, you can't go into a store now before the holidays and go, I want brand new merchandise that is fresh on the market. Oh, and here's a coupon for 25% off. They're going to go, yeah, that coupon's good only on clearance or stuff that, is over this and it's from a certain designer. They make those coupons almost impossible to use. Here at Shop LC, it's 25% off flat across the board. You don't need to produce a coupon. You just put that promo code in, which is type it in with your little fingers. It says Shop Live 25. We'll sip your water over here. Got to keep those vocal cords lubricated. All right. Either one of these diamond tennis bracelets, substantial. Absolutely. Lab-grown diamonds, remember, created first, 1954. And then that was through GE, and it was called Project Super Pressure. Dun, 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 dun. It's like James Bond. They named it. And it was very top secret then. Think about it. For a company creating lab-grown diamonds for industrial use or gem quality, you bet your booty that was top secret. There were very few people that they gave that information to because that could be a zillion-dollar industry. So the people that worked on that, I'm sure that they had a no conversation clause. Now, after that, it was Tracy Hall that worked for GE. I don't really know if he got any recognition for that other than being listed somewhere along the line. It was sort of like the guy that created the Big Mac at Mickey Donald's. And I think he got a plaque. He got a plaque on the wall. So, if you're a creator, Make sure you take charge of that. Okay. 1971 is when we, not me, but the global market decided to redo the formulas. And in 1971, the first lab-grown diamonds that were gem quality were created. And since then, 1971, they have consistently changed and tweaked, and it's like when you take a prescription drug. They continually change it till they tweak it till they get it perfect. Right now, it's perfect. The formula is perfect. They stack the carbon atoms. They stack it like a turkey club, and then the heat and pressure. There's two different ways. There's a vapor one, and then there's one that's another like form of like fire on an anvil. I believe the ones that we use are with the carbon, the gas based one, which grows a little bit faster. And it's just a seed. Like if you take a tomato and you take a seed out of that tomato, you're looking at a seed, right? You're thinking, how could this create a tomato? If you didn't know and pull it off a plant, and somebody said, this tiny seed, look at this. And you'd go, I'm not a scientist. How the heck does that work? That's exactly what they do to diamonds. They take a little teeny piece of a diamond, which is carbon based, and then they put it on a special plate, and then they inject all the natural stuff that would happen underground. And we now, as the scientific community, they can duplicate that 100%. It's pressure, it's heat, it's like volcanic energy. A lot of interesting stones are found in volcanic areas. Because of that, constant heat and pressure creates these unbelievable minerals. It's also very dangerous to mine. Anytime you're mining in a volcanic area, it's a volcano. It's dangerous, especially if you know there's heat and pressure that you're picking away at. So gems are in a lot of, the volcano blows up and they're spewed out, and then they go really far. They've discovered other places. But lab-grown diamonds are in a process right now that we can control, like a volcano. We just give that same pressure and heat. All right, we're going to move on to another pair of earrings. And these are, once again, these are really stunning. Okay, these are lever back. These are, let me see if I can put up a little. All right, let's see if you can see those a little bit better so you don't see my background. Now look at that. These are solitaire blue diamonds. These are beautiful. The carat weight on this is going to be 2 carat, which is going to be a full 1 carat in each ear. These are really stunning. So I have not shown these before. This is the first time. And so, of course, like I said, I have to try them on. Who doesn't? Blue diamond lever back earrings. Now, these are done, once again, and if I can't get it on, it's because, okay, come on, little earring. All right, let's do it this way. All right, hold on. I'm going to switch this a little bit. Sorry for the malfunction. But I want to show you. So when you're dealing with an earring, you want to have movement, especially when you're dealing with a colored stone, a diamond. Because I have studs on, those moissanite studs that I was wearing, they don't move at all. So the light has to hit that directly in order to get that play of color. When you're dealing with something dangly, you have that movement. So when light hits it from any direction, it's going to sparkle. It's going to show you that beautiful play of color. These are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Full carat in each ear. A little bit different than a stud. I actually like these better. 100% for me. These are my jam. Much, much nicer. These are going to be in 14 karat white gold, which, gold is up to over $4,000 an ounce. Is that the price on these?
Yeah.
Really? God, that seems so inexpensive. Okay, he's saying it is. So 14 karat white gold, 2 carat in lab grown blue diamonds, dangle earrings, and your price on these is unbelievable. $764. $764 for 2 carat in diamond earrings. Come on. 1 carat solitaire in a fancy blue color out there in a natural diamond is going to be 25 grand. 25,000 for one. This is a diamond. This is a blue diamond. It's exactly the same. You know what? It's like buying a tomato in Italy or buying a tomato that's grown in a hothouse. Okay? We all buy hothouse tomatoes. We spend extra money on hothouse tomatoes because you know what? They're organic. They're natural. And we can have them all year long because they taste good. This is like a hothouse tomato. Just because it's grown in a system does not make it less of the same. It's a diamond. And you can get 2 carat in blue diamond for $764. And I have 11 of these. 11 in the world. That is incredible. And folks, this is going to be shop number 8. 8's my lucky number. Maybe I'll get these for Christmas. If Tony's watching. Shop number 8. $764.99 can be yours. 1 carat in each ear. And I'm going to hold these up now really close to the camera. I'll try to stop moving, but you can see that flash little color. And I'll hold them over here so my friends can see. So look at that flash of color. 1 carat in each ear. 1 carat in each ear. That is unbelievable savings, folks. Are you kidding me? 11. Be one of the 11 lucky ones. This is like winning the lottery. It really is. Something like this does not come around very, very often at that price. That to me is value buy right here. I was in love with the bracelet, but I'm having a hard time now between the earrings and the bracelet. Yeah, it's going to be a tough week with my paycheck because I see it dwindling down at Shop LC. All right, we're going to move on to our next thing is our beautiful platinum ring. So when we're talking ring in this, we're talking platinum. Platinum, one of the most beautiful, expensive metals in the world. And I said this last week when I did a show. As soon as I pick up platinum, I know it's platinum by the weight. Platinum has a density like no other metal. Now, I love this ring. I love this ring. Look at how beautiful that is. This is something that, yeah, I would, if I went to a jewelry store and tried this on, they'd be hard pressed getting this off my finger. I might have to do some credit card juggling, but I would want this ring. I would definitely want this ring. Okay, this is going to be, first of all, it's going to come with your picture of the ring and the ring. That's your certified appraisal. That's where we're going to start. The price on this in platinum. Now, this is going to be 2 carat. It is, I have very limited sizes. It's an Art Deco style. Of course it is. My favorite, Art Deco. Favorite time period. This is going to be EF and VS. So EF in color, VS in quality. Multi stones. You start off with that beautiful emerald cut, which they call the Hall of Mirrors. And you can see that. And if you look at here, do you see this? See this, this down here? That's why they call it the Hall of Mirrors. It's almost like a funny farm when you go into a carnival because you see every single one of those facets, which gives this that crazy, beautiful clarity. And you're looking at an emerald cut, like I said, has a larger table. And now your appraisal on this is going to come. It comes with a couple of things. This is almost like a little pocket card. This tells you a little bit more. And then you open this up, and this is where you really get into the nitty-gritty. And here, once again, there is a dot. It looks like a teeny tiny pen dot. Let me see if I can put my finger on it. It's right there. Looks like a red dot. Just a teeny red dot. There's no way I could ever find that in this stone. This is so slightly included that you would, like I said, have to be one of the best certified gemologists to find that little red dot. These are all certified by professionals and very, very hard to do. The clarity grade VS2. VS2. Unbelievable. Emerald cut. It's a 7.50 by 4.91 by 3.22 millimeter. Okay, your price on this, platinum. 2 carat lab grown diamond in an Art Deco setting. Today and today only. This would be shop number 9, and it's going to be $2,849.99. $2,849. Now, call the personal shopper. Dun, dun, dun. Personal shopper 888-835-2237. They can help you put this on credit cards, split it up, however you want to pay for this. They will work magic behind the scenes to make this happen for you. On this particular one, I have sizes 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, and 9, but I have very limited. Size 6, I have 2. Size 7, I have 4. Size 8, I have 4. So limited supplies on this. What a great, fantastic ring to own. I mean, this is, to me, this is such a stunner. And it's in platinum. Platinum has gone skyrocketed in price. So if you can afford this, this would be a substantial investment because it's only going to go up in price. Okay, we're going to move on to a pendant. And this is sort of sweet. This has your channel set. Okay. So this has your channel set baguettes. And it was on backwards, so I flipped it around. So you can see that these are nicely channel set. Now, this particular pen is going to be shop 10. That's going to be your code to get you 25% off. This is going to have 0.75 in diamond weight, lab-grown diamonds, a GHVS color, 18 inches. And once again, Shop LC has done it and given you that 2-inch extender. The chain is included on this. Now, you're talking about almost 3/4 of a carat in diamond. This is absolutely beautiful. The color of the diamonds, once again, surpasses anything else. Really? Okay. Folks, when I said value buy, welcome to the world of you better own this and you better get on the phone right now. I have 28 total in the world 3/4 diamond, lab grown diamond. Are you kidding me? Your price today, $134.99. $134. Are you kidding me? Folks, are you kidding me? $130 to own this piece. Who's ever listening? You might not be sending me messages. Oh, greetings from San Diego. Oh, well, that was nice. People feel less guilt from giving myself a ring. You know what? Don't ever feel guilty about treating yourself. If you can do something for somebody else, that's nice too. But you know what? We have to take care of ourselves. This is our life too. So if you want a pendant for yourself, do not feel guilty. Buy it. Everybody deserves it. It's Treat Yourself Tuesday with Cheryl. Come join me every Tuesday, and I will bring you deals like this. I promise you, you will be incredibly surprised with the stuff that I can pull out of the vault and make some wheeling and dealing with. $134.99. This, my friends, is one of the best deals of the day. If you can afford to buy multiples, I'm sure everybody has kids in their family. You have friends. You have family members that you have to do some Christmas shopping for. Well, you know what? Here's a 3/4 carat diamond pendant, lab grown, for $134 on a chain. Thank you very much. Here's your Christmas gift, bestie. I love you. And the value on that is $3,600, folks. $3,600. I'm blowing out for $134. That's crazy. I hope I have a job tomorrow because the lights are going to be turned off because we're not making any money. There is no skin in the game for us at all on that piece. We're bringing that piece to you, our customers, our friends, our new fans, our new family, because you know what? We want you to trust us at Shop LC. We want to throw you a deal, a great bone once in a while that you go, holy cow, $134 for a diamond pendant. I am in, I am in, I am in. And then you know what happens? You're going to rely on us for a lot of other stuff because we don't just have jewelry. We have lifestyle, makeup, beauty. We have it all. And we are on the cutting edge of everything that comes out in the market, whether it's red light therapy, the fanciest cut-in diamonds ever. And I have something coming up that is going to blow your mind. That's what I want to be talking about. We are on the cutting edge of every stinking thing that comes out in the market, and I am happy to be part of it because I like new, I like exciting, and I like to be first and foremost with stuff. 100%. $134. Now, that is so inexpensive that if you don't order this, I don't know, I'm going to feel bad for you. And you have the ability to return this. So if it's not your jam and you want to send it back, believe me, we can sell this all day long, but I only have limited supply, 28. So maybe you'll be one of the lucky 28 at that price. Do yourself a favor and tune in and buy one of these immediately. Okay, that was shop 10, just in case you didn't know. Oh, I love that new graphic, by the way, that shows the number. Thank you very much. We are going to move on to another ring. Now, this is going to be another piece that's platinum. It is going to be certified. It is going to come with the ooh la la that people are going to say all day long. Oh, I'm having the big one. Remember that old show, Sanford and Son? I'm having the big one. Okay, well, I grew up in the 70s with sitcoms like that. I'm going to show you this because this looks like something Princess Di would be wearing if she was still with us. This is something that is unbelievably beautiful. I'm going to put it on my finger because, oh, yeah. Folks, look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? That is platinum. That is a teardrop. It's bringing tears to my eyes how beautiful this is. This is a stunner. Tears to my eyes, the beauty on that ring. Okay, that's going to come with, once again, your certified appraisal. Anytime we do a precious metal, 18 karat of platinum, it's usually we only put the best of the best in those pieces, and it usually comes with some type of certification or appraisal. So here you go. Here's your, let's hold the ring up. There's your pear-shaped little cutting little diagram. And you can see, I didn't see, and on this one, there's such tiny little specks, you really can't even see the little red dot. That's going to tell you the carat weight, and that center carat is 1.25. 1.25. It is D color. D color. That is the best. You can't get better than D. There's no ABC in diamonds. D. It starts at D. Now, I don't even know why they did that. I'm going to have to research that too. That's a good question. Google should not let me know that. Don't be Googling me now. All right. D. Colorless in a teardrop shaped diamond. This is the most beautiful ring ever. Now, what they've done on the sides of that, it is just, I mean, folks, this is so sparkly. It is just mind-blowing how much this sparkles. Now, once again, I'm going to flip it over and you can see under here, they've completely finished that undercarriage. DJ, do you have this up on the screen? Look at. Now, we're talking about a cut on the side right here. This is a new cut. This is an interesting cut because it's not round, it's not square. It's almost like they took a stone and they cut it in half. But every single one of these is individually faceted, and it's round on the side, and then it's flat here. I have never, and I'm going to tell you, I've been in the industry a long time. I have never seen this cut. I have never seen this cut, and I'm happy to admit that because I learn something every day. Now, the price on this ring is going to be, oh my goodness, this is so incredibly beautiful. $1,199. That's your final price. $1,199. This is platinum, folks. This is 1 1/4 carat. That center stone, look at the size of that. That's a teardrop shaped. That's a fancy cut. All that point on the bottom is wasted material. This ring, realistically in platinum, if it came in that beautiful blue box, this would be $25,000 easily. And I'm not kidding. Do your research. D color. That means there's no color at all. Zip zero. And what happens is, I'll give you an example. If you've ever gone to a glacier, an ice glacier in Alaska, maybe so I have. Maybe some of you out there can let me know if you have. But when you look at the ice out there, it looks blue. It looks blue. It's colorless. It's pulling in light from different directions that's giving it that blue. This is colorless. This is the best diamond quality that you can get out there in the market. Now, right here gives you a little chart, right? So this is a little chart that shows exactly what I'm talking about. There's your I, internally flawless. There's your VVS. That is very, very slightly included. VS, very slightly included. SI, that means slightly included 1 and 2. And then you go into your I quality, which are your industrial grade stones. So stones start colorless at D, go to Z. Once you get to a Z, you are almost into the canary yellow family. Not quite canary, but pretty darn close. But usually when you get into a stone that's a Z color, the quality is probably not going to be anywhere near what you want. So the color could be killer, but the quality could be not killer. Something like this is where you are benefit. Platinum, $1,199 for this particular ring. I love it. Folks, I would get on board. Personal Shopper can help you. They can split this up on different credit cards, different payments for you, make it worth it for you to get this ring into your home. All right. So we are going to move on now because I got a couple of more pieces and I only got about 15 minutes left. So I got 4 pieces. 3 pieces. Let's rapid fire. All right. When I talked about the stone cutting has changed in the last 15 years on diamonds because laser technology has stepped in. We didn't have lasers before. We would actually have to hand maneuver on a flat top lathe to cut the facets on these. This is giant. So DJ, this is shop 14. Mm-hmm. All right, this is in platinum. Look at the size of this, folks. This is an emerald cut in platinum, 5 carat. 5 carat. Did you hear me right? You did hear me right. That, my friends, is a 5 carat diamond. 5 carat. Now, I can tell you right now, I would be hard pressed to find a 5 carat diamond in a jewelry store, in any jewelry store, unless they specialized in larger stones that are flawless. 5 carat. That is insanity, folks. All right, your price on this is going to blow your mind. 5 carat is going to cost you, DJ's pulling it up for me, and remember, this is in platinum, okay? Platinum with the chain. You get the chain included, which the chain alone in platinum is worth. This chain alone in platinum, this is about $1,000. All right? That chain alone in platinum is $1,000. The 5 carat diamond, if it was in the real world and it was mined naturally, 5 carat would be about $50,000 for this quality in a 5 carat diamond. Absolutely. You would have a hard time finding it for less than that, honestly. Your cost and your cost today, and this is something where I'm saying the lab-grown diamond market is killing it out there because your cost on this is $1,181. I just went from $50,000 to $1,108, $1,200. $50,000, $1,200. What can you do with $42,800? Probably buy a house, down payment on a nice house. not buy a house. You could buy a camper, maybe buy a new car. $1,189. So if you wanted a larger diamond, now I just saved you all that money to go out and spend it on something else. Because right here, you're going to be so over the top with the quality on this that you're going to go, I'm hooked on Shop LC. This is my go-to. This is the place that I get certified gems that I know what they are. There's no question on what we're sending you is exactly what we're stating. Or it comes with a certification that you know that you're exactly getting what you purchased. Okay, so this is going to be, that was shop 14, $1,181. Boom! Boom chakalaka. That is a substantial savings. Okay, let's go on. I got 2 pieces left, and I'm going to rapid fire through these because I got less than 10 minutes. So I have 2 studs for you. We'll do the smaller stud first, and we'll do the larger stud, smaller stud first. Larger stud. Okay, this one is the smaller one. Okay, so shop 12 is going to be, this is your larger one. This is going to be 2 carat. Once again. Now I have on, oh, I took it off. Well, I have on, so I'll put it on this side. So I had on 1 carat moissanite, and this is the exact same size. This is the exact same size. So you have a full 1 carat in your ears. Now, this is going to be our lowest price, and this is done in platinum once again, $1,499. $1,499 for a full carat in each ear. Now, guys out there that are buying and saving for diamond studs, shop live. Hello. Welcome to the world of affordability and luxury for a fraction of the price. I know we all want to dress like the uber wealthy. I know we all want to have diamonds. Marilyn Monroe, diamonds are a girl's best friend. Well, now they're a guy's best friend. So we're fighting over them. Who's going to get them first? This particular pair, I have 3. 3 pairs, all right? I'm holding my fingers. 3, 3, 3. That is it. These will never come back at that price again. A full carat lab-grown diamond in each ear for $1,499.99. Call Personal Shopper. They can help you with this purchase. Make it happen. Here's the number right here. In case you want to call our Personal Shopper. If you want those earrings and you're like, darn, 2 carat diamond earrings, I can't afford $1,500. They'll put on budget pay for you. They'll split it up. Probably about $400 a month. And that's not per week. That's a month. They might even do better. I don't know. You have to call the Personal Shopper. I'm not the one who does the finances. I am just the gemologist here showing and telling you that these are incredible buys. So everything I've shown you are in-house cut. They're in-house designed. They're in-house manufactured. And that's how we can keep the price so incredibly low. Now, Shop LC has been in existence since 2008. They stormed the market. They transferred over from another network, but they started out very small, and they have built up the business and built it over the last 16 years to where it is now, where we have 24 hours live TV. We also have 5 shows Monday through Friday on our live set right here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have less shows. But always tune in. Give it a fast tune. See who's on. Maybe your favorite host from TV's over here. Maybe we're not. Maybe your favorite live stream host is on. And they're offering something that you really wanted to buy. And now you have the ability. Make sure that you type in that promo code when you're checking out, though, because you really want to save that 25%. Okay, these are the smaller studs. I'm going to move on to shop 13. This is our last item. And this I'm going to hold up to my ear. These are going to be a full carat total. So that's a half carat in each ear. Now, a full carat total with a 50-pointer stone is normally what most people go out and buy. That's the most standard size stud out there in the entire market in any gemstone, colored stone, and diamond. Your price today on these, now these are also going to be in white gold, 1 carat total weight, and the lowest price, $562.49. So you're talking 1 carat, total weight, lab-grown diamonds, $562.49. Okay, That is it on the lab-grown diamonds, but I'm going to go back because I want to show you and just make sure. I have a couple minutes left, so a couple of items that I really thought would rock your world that I'm just going to pick and tell you. So this is shop 10. This was my favorite choice for tonight because this was $134 after the 25% off, and this was 75 points in diamonds. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece for that kind of money. I know money's tight with a lot of people. This does not exhibit money's tight, or I can't give you a holiday gift. This is 75 points in diamonds for a fraction of the price. This is a $3,600 necklace, folks, that I'm selling for $134. So I had 28 left. That's it in the house. So get one of these. The other piece that I really, really loved was this beautiful emerald cut. And this was shop 9. And that is that beautiful emerald cut with those unusual side stones that I've never seen before. These lab-grown diamonds, they are just blowing. These cutting techniques now with lasers have made it capable for us to put 183 facets on stones now, which is unprecedented. So if you want any of the items that I've aired tonight, now remember, this was another piece that I particularly loved with the 2 blue diamond earrings. And these are going to be shop 7 and shop 8. But look at, remember, blue lab-grown diamonds. These are a full carat in each ear, and these are a full carat in each ear. One are just smaller stones, but you have that front and back on the diamonds. These are just completely solitaire diamonds. These are, when you're talking about a full solitaire, that's going to be the investment quality. That's going to be where you're going to keep the money. All right. When you deal with smaller stones, investment, it's not as prevalent. This right here, the larger 1 carats, that's going to be your investment where these are going to go up substantially in price. Full carat stones compared to little stones. I also loved and absolutely loved this bracelet. There was only 13 of these. I don't know how many are left. Those are your baguettes, and that's going to be over 4 carat in diamond. And this was, I think, $1,600. Well, the appraisal price on this is $14,000, but it was right around. DJ, what's the price on number 3? So, folks, this was my bracelet pick, which I absolutely love, and DJ is calculating the price because my old brain forgot it already. And $1,124 was your price on this one. So I've shown you earrings now. I've shown you a ring and a bracelet. These are my favorite picks for the whole show. If you're interested, call Personal Shopper. Take advantage of that 25% off savings. All right, everybody, I'm going to wind down my show by saying, please join me every Tuesday night. I am on I am on 8 to 10 Central Time. East Coast, it's 9 to 11. I try to pick different stuff for every Tuesday night. So it could be a mix of home decor. It could be lab-grown diamonds. It could be gold. It could be whatever I pick and choose. It's going to be a fantastic show. I'm going to give you the best prices out there on the marketplace. I negotiate to get you the lowest prices. So please tune in and check out our live streams on a regular basis. We have some great hosts. They're high energy. They're a lot of fun. And any questions you have, call the Personal Shopper, 888-835-2237. Folks, everybody have a fantastic Tuesday night. My pleasure to be here. All my friends on my phone. I'll see you next week in Florida because I'm flying out Wednesday. Everybody else in the world, I'll be on the live TV tomorrow night and the overnight from 2 to 6. So if you're a night owl, tune in and see my mug on that live TV set. Some great deals over there too. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. All right. Ooh.